Hello everyone, welcome to the session. So in this video, we will talk about the applications of machine learning. But before that, I hope that you now already have understood that how many different types of machine learning algorithms that we have. So in the last session, I have classified into four major categories: supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised, and the last one is reinforcement. And I have tried to explain with a practical use case so that you will be able to clearly understand the concept between these four differences. Now, let's talk about the applications of machine learning, like in what domains it is being used. I would say that it is heavily used in almost every domain nowadays, but specifically talking about a few use cases with you all, let's say healthcare. If you remember in the last session, I have given you the example of diabetic prediction, right? That belongs to a healthcare, again, scenario. Disease diagnosis, maybe if you want to detect, given the patient's data, given the features or the columns of a patient data, whether a person is having a cancer or not, whether a person is having a diabetes or not, whether a person is having a high BP or not, and many more scenarios can come here. Again, drug discovery, personalized treatment recommendation we can create with the help of the machine learning algorithms that we have. Followed by in finance sector, again, machine learning is playing a very pivotal role. Why is that so? Because you all know, in order to get the loans, in order to get education loan, in order to get the home loan, how much loan a person will be able to get depends upon the CIBIL score, depends upon the documentations and the features that we have with respect to the person. Apart from this, what is the credit risk assessment usually banks does, and if let's say the risk is very high, then banks usually don't provide the loans. So it's a very strict version, and that's where the P2P lending and all those things came into picture. And that's why it's usually said that's very unsafe in order to put your money as a investment. So what I'm trying to convey here is that there are so many algorithms in machine learning which are heavily being used in the finance domain. Specifically, I'm saying about banking sectors. Similarly, let's say we want to detect whether the person is a fraud or not, right? So again, depending upon the features meaning whatever be the information which bank usually enters by the customer, depending upon that, depending upon his or her past history, machine learning models will be applied, and with the help of that we will be able to get that, okay, whether a person is having a fraud or not. Don't worry, whatever things I am saying here theoretically, in the complete session you will observe, upcoming sessions, we will do the implementation of all these things on a different data set, whether it be a healthcare domain, whether it be a finance domain, whether it be a marketing domain. I'll talk about every domain of the practical demonstration of everything. We will do the live implementation. So make sure that you will stay tuned and you will be able to get the understanding. But as of now, just try to appreciate that, how this domain is really helpful for these sectors. Similarly, in marketing, in the last session itself, I have tried to explain you the example of clustering, where I have said you that let's say I want to create 3 clusters having a different customer base. One customer is having a very high earning of maybe more than 1 lakh. Another customer is having a moderate earning maybe in between 50,000 to 1 lakh. And the third customer is having a earning which is less than 50,000. So depending upon that, maybe if let's say I own a company, let's say I'm the owner of Amazon, so I will recommend that person according to their own choices. Maybe a person who is having a very good salary, I'll recommend them iPhone. If a person is having a very moderate salary, I'll recommend maybe a OnePlus phone, and if a person is having a very low salary, maybe I'll recommend a Nokia phone. Depending upon the range of the prices which a person can afford, a business can be able to generate so much of revenue. And that's why if you will observe, so many businessmen nowadays usually hires data scientists, because with the help of a data, they will be able to generate the revenue because of the insights which data scientists will be able to give to them, right? So this is about the utility or the applications of machine learning domain. I hope that now this domain really excites you, and you will definitely learn a lot more depth things in this particular domain in the upcoming sessions, because in every domain which I'm talking about here, I will take the data set and will try to show you the practical demonstration of each and everything, so that you will be value that thing. Instead of just learning it theoretically, you will be able to implement those things, and if you will go to the industry, you will be able to become a important asset for that as well. So with this, let's end today's video. Here, I just want to talk about the applications, and I think I have already explained to you all. And apart from this, in other sectors also, it's not about only in this sectors machine learning is there. Nowadays, machine learning is, I think, everywhere in every other sector, whether it be edtech. In edtech, again, companies are using machine learning algorithms to recommend the courses which a person or student should buy depending upon their interest. Whether it be a Coursera, whether it be a very big edtechs, you will observe that recommender system is working on internally, which recommends the courses with respect to the interest a person is sharing to the as a feature, as a column. So internally, again, these things are happening. So again, I am saying it's a very vast domain, and I think it's a very good time to start this learning journey, to be aware about the concepts, that how these things are really helpful for us in order to have a bright future. Okay, so with this, let's end today's video. I'll see you all very soon in the upcoming video, where now we will talk about further things in machine learning. Bye bye everyone, and see ya.